and welcome to another episode of Career Chat. I'm your host, Shannon Crooks, and I have Giovanna Sandoval. She's also co-host today, and we are doing a bilingual career chat. We're going to be talking with Maria Escobedo, and she is the Librarian 1 of Adult Services. She's going to tell us about her career. We hope this inspires you, and please join us each and every Wednesday at 3 p.m. as we explore new and exciting careers. So welcome, Maria.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes. So the first question is, what are your job responsibilities and duties?
Okay, they're assigned to me by my supervisor and include, in no particular order, provide information to customers, help them access information if that's what they require or they were asking for. Also maintain one or more sections of the collection. And I want to explain what the collection is. It's a word that we use among librarians, but not too many people understand what a collection is, right? They're not supposed to know anyway. And collection is the materials, the physical materials that the library, or virtual materials also, that the library has. Books, magazines, DVDs, CDs, etc. So what does that entails? Well, it entails making sure that the materials are in good condition, that people can find them, that they have enough space, that we also have the materials that we need to have for that section of the collection. I also help customers with our resources, how to use the electronic resources that we have available for them. I create programs that help meet some of their information needs. I also do outreach programs. Go to events in the community to let people know what is it that we do and what we have available for them. Mm-hmm. That is in general terms. Those are in general terms some of my responsibilities.
Okay. I'm going to let Giovanna say it in Spanish.
So, ¿qué es una bibliotecaria y cuáles son sus deberes y responsabilidades?
Ok, en términos muy generales, el trabajo de una bibliotecaria es ofrecer información y o ayudar a sus clientes, a sus usuarios, los usuarios de su biblioteca, a tener acceso a esa información. Claro, esto es una definición muy general porque la manera como tú ofreces esa información, el tipo de información que ofrezcas, varía dependiendo del tipo de biblioteca para la que tú trabajes, el tipo de información que ofrezcas, cómo tienes acceso a esa información, e inclusive depende de las necesidades de tus usuarios, de tus clientes. Entonces, hay muchas variables, ¿verdad? Que tienes que tener en cuenta. Y por eso es que tú encuentras que hay diferentes tipos, digamos, de perfiles dentro de la carrera. Entonces, tú encuentras bibliotecarias académicas, bibliotecarias públicas, escolares, legales, etc. En cuanto a mis obligaciones, mis responsabilidades, son asignadas, me las asigna mi supervisor e incluyen algo de lo que dije antes, ofrecer información, ayudar a los clientes a tener acceso a esa información, mantener una o más secciones de la colección. La colección es un área donde están libros o DVDs o CDs, ¿verdad? Materiales que ofrecemos. Y esto significa que yo debo asegurarme de que estén en buenas condiciones estos materiales, que la gente los usuarios los puedan encontrar, que estén en orden, que haya suficiente espacio y que tengamos, esto es a lo que se aspira, ¿verdad? A que tengamos los materiales que correspondan a esa sección. También creo programas con los que se espera se cumplan o se logren cubrir necesidades de información de nuestros clientes. También hago trabajo de extensión, o sea, salgo a eventos comunitarios y hago saber a las personas, a los participantes, qué es lo que tenemos para ellos, qué son los servicios que ofrecemos, que entre otras cosas son completamente gratis.
Thank you. And you do a lot as a librarian. Wow.
Librarians in general, we do a lot. Yes.
Wow. That is a lot. Next question is, how long have you been working in this industry?
Close to 17 years.
Wow. So you started off as a librarian, like, is this what you've done most of your career?
Yeah, for a short period of time, I think it was 1 year while I was going to the university to do the master's in library science. I work as a library associate.
Okay.
So I'm including that in the 17 years, yes.
Okay.
¿Cuánto has trabajado en esta industria?
17 años más o menos. Un año siendo, no sé cómo se diga en español, asociada, cuando estaba yendo a la universidad, perdón, a hacer el Master's en Library Science, y el resto pues ya como bibliotecaria, sí. 17 años. Uh-huh.
Mucho tiempo.
Se ha pasado volando, la verdad. Se ha pasado muy rápido.
So Maria, you told us a little bit about your educational path by getting a master's in librarianship, but what was your educational path from high school to where you are now?
Okay, I finished high school in my country, where I come from, Colombia. Then I went to the university there and did a career of a program of 4 years in languages and literature. And then I did the master's in library science, as I said, here in the United States at the University of Maryland. Yeah.
¿Cuáles fueron los pasos educativos que tomaste desde la escuela secundaria hasta hoy en día?
Ok, yo terminé la escuela secundaria o bachillerato, ¿verdad? Como le llamamos en Colombia, donde yo nací. Luego fui a la universidad e hice un programa de 4 años en idiomas y literatura. Y aquí en los Estados Unidos fue donde hice el Master's en Library Science, específicamente en la Universidad de Maryland.
Okay, Maria, so how did you get interested in your profession as a librarian?
It was not until I came here, actually. I thought that I wouldn't end up teaching literature or languages at a school. But when I came to the United States, I was fascinated with libraries. I could browse the shelves, you know. At the time in Colombia, you couldn't do that. You had to sit and wait for the book to be brought to you, you know. Libraries were a little bit intimidating. They were humongous. There were not too many. And they were mainly academic libraries. So it was such a surprise for me to find books in such a wide variety of topics that were not necessarily academic, like, you know, the ones that I was used to. And the best thing is that you could borrow the books and take them home. So I started getting interested in librarianship since, you know, when I have that experience. with libraries here.
So you're saying in Colombia, in your country, you could not browse the shelves in the library?
At that time, about 30 years ago, no.
Wow.
No. You would fill out a form with the books that you needed or that you wanted to read, and you give that to somebody, and that person would bring the book to you.
Wow, that's so different.
It is. Again, that was 30 years ago. Fortunately, the system nowadays of public libraries is very similar to the one here.
Okay.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
¿Cómo te interesaste en la profesión de bibliotecaria?
Eso ocurrió estando ya aquí, en los Estados Unidos. Antes de eso, yo pensé que yo iba a terminar trabajando como maestra o como profesora, no sé, en alguna escuela o colegio de secundaria, enseñando idiomas o literatura. Pero cuando llegué a este país y descubrí las bibliotecas públicas, fue una sorpresa tan agradable para mí porque tenía acceso a los libros, podía mirar los anaqueles, encontré libros en gran variedad de temas que no eran solamente académicos, como ocurría en Colombia, ¿verdad? En esa época. Afortunadamente las cosas han cambiado. Tú allí tenías que llenar una forma y alguien con el libro que tú ibas a pedir, que ibas a leer, y con la información de ese libro, quiero decir, y alguien te lo traía. No tenías acceso a los anaqueles, ¿verdad? Y los libros eran principalmente académicos, los temas. No los podías llevar a casa, tenías que leerlos ahí. Pero aquí era todo lo contrario, o sea, tú tienes acceso a los anaqueles, hay una gran variedad de temas, y puedes llevar los libros a casa. Entonces, empecé a interesarme en bibliotecología a partir de esa experiencia.
Maria, so how much time did you invest into getting to where you are now?
Bueno, if you mean from deciding to go to school, the time from deciding to go to school to actually be a librarian, I would say more or less 5 years.
Okay.
¿Cuánto tiempo has invertido para llegar donde estás hoy?
Desde el momento en que decidí ir a hacer el Master's en Library Science y ser una bibliotecaria, fueron más o menos 5 años. Y ya pues el tiempo que he llevado trabajando de bibliotecaria, ¿verdad? 17 años.
Okay, so the next question is, what kind of obstacles did you face in the pursuit of your profession?
You know what? I cannot think, maybe I have been very fortunate because I cannot think of any obstacles. Difficulties, yes. Mainly when I was a student at the university. I went back to the university after 20 years of not being a student. So at first it was difficult to adjust to that, to being a student again, and to the system at the university, which is, different to what I was used to in Colombia. But I see that as difficulty, not obstacles, really, because I don't think they were. Yeah.
¿Qué tipo de barreras has tenido que enfrentar en el camino hacia tu profesión?
No creo que haya tenido barreras, tal vez he sido muy afortunada. Han habido dificultades, sí. Y lo primero que puedo considerar como dificultades se refiere a mi época de estudiante en la Universidad de Maryland, porque yo volví a ser estudiante después de 20 años de no serlo. Y ese es un cambio bien grande, ¿verdad? Y ajustarme al sistema de la universidad. Ajustarme al sistema de la universidad fue un poco difícil al comienzo. Sí.
What advice do you have for someone wanting to do what you do?
Yeah, one thing that I would, advise is to make sure that you like to work with public. Most of what we do is to work with public. And that is probably what sets the public libraries apart from other service organizations and even from other libraries, no? Is that in public libraries, you're working with public all the time. So if you're not so sure about that, but you still want to be a librarian, there are other options for you. You know, archives, cataloging, even technology. So I would suggest that maybe you want to try volunteering at a public library, maybe do an internship, and be more familiar with what is it that the public libraries do and how we work with customers continuously.
Yeah, that's so true. As a librarian as well, some people don't realize that working in the library, you're doing a lot more talking with people and working with the community by doing outreach. It's not just sitting in the library, looking at books or reading books. You're, doing a lot of public speaking, or, your communication skills have to be there. So yes, thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So, ¿qué consejo le dirías a alguien que quiere ser lo que haces?
Yo les diría o les aconsejaría que se aseguraran de que les gusta trabajar con el público. Yo diría que la mayor parte de lo que hacemos es trabajar con el público, interactuar con el público. Es algo que nos separa un poco o no es lo que todas las organizaciones de servicio hacen, ¿no? Algunas lo hacen en manera un poco más limitada, pero eso es lo que hacemos nosotros todo el tiempo. Entonces, si la persona no se siente muy confortable o no está muy inclinado a trabajar con el público, hay otras opciones dentro de la carrera de bibliotecología, ¿verdad? Te puedes especializar en archivos, en tecnología, en catalogación, etc. Pero para estar seguros, yo sugeriría ofrecerte como voluntario o voluntaria en una biblioteca pública, hacer una pasantía, si hay la oportunidad también en una biblioteca pública, y ver si eso es lo que tú quieres hacer.
So Maria, where have you worked within the industry? What different libraries have you worked in?
Not too many, really, except for being a volunteer at a couple of libraries in Colorado when I was living there. The rest of my career has been here working for the Prince George's County Memorial Library System.
¿Dónde has trabajado como bibliotecaria?
Bueno, la verdad, como bibliotecaria solamente aquí en el sistema de bibliotecas del condado de Prince George's, y brevemente trabajé por un corto tiempo como voluntaria en 2 bibliotecas en Colorado cuando viví allí.
Yeah, and just for the viewers, some people may not realize there are different types of libraries. So, there's public libraries, there's academic libraries, there's school libraries, there's special libraries or special collections libraries. So some people may be thinking, hey, if I go to be a librarian, I just have to work in a public library. But no, you can work in several different places.
Yes.
There's some private, big companies that have libraries, medical libraries. So viewers, please know that there's an array of places you can work as a librarian.
Yes, that's true. Many options out there.
Yes, many options. So with that being said, can you compare and contrast the different jobs you've had as a librarian?
Well, that would be kind of difficult for me because I don't have anything to compare what I do now with, because this has been my only job, working for the Prince George's County Memorial Library system. Yeah, I'm afraid that I won't be able to help that with that.
That's typical of librarians. When they get somewhere, they usually stay for a while because they love it, or they continuously are learning things throughout the process of working there. So that's pretty typical.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. It is typical from for many people that I work with at the branch that I work for, that have been in the system for 30, 40 years, So, yeah, I guess.
It's a great place to work.
It's a great place to work. You're right.
¿Puedes comparar los diferentes trabajos que has tenido?
No me va a ser posible ayudarles con esta pregunta porque no he tenido sino uno, la verdad. 17 años en el mismo lugar, en la misma organización, el sistema de bibliotecas del condado de Prince George, y haciendo mi trabajo de bibliotecaria en el área de adultos. Entonces, no tengo desafortunadamente con qué compararlo. Sí.
And Maria, how has your field of work changed since COVID has happened?
Well, COVID has brought many changes to the way the libraries operate nowadays. We went from working at the branches, at the libraries, to do telework, working from home, to offer services in person, to do them virtually. Not all the changes have been negative, but not all have been positive either, in my opinion. The fact that the libraries had to reinvent themselves to continue offering services, to use new technologies is good, in my opinion. And it offers another, it offers other options, right? But what I think is not that positive, it is that on the way we have left many people behind. People that, customers that don't have the means or the knowledge to participate in these new technologies. Personally, I prefer to work at the library, versus teleworking.
I agree, because a lot of people don't have internet access at home to watch our digital programs or to be able to access our collection to reserve materials. Yes, they can call, the call center and talk to someone to reserve an item, but they could get so much more, from our digital services if they had access.
Correct.
So that's a huge issue that PG County and several other counties in the nation are facing right now, is how do we still connect with our customers who don't have access at home? Because the digital divide is real and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So we really need to figure out a solution to the problem.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
So, ¿cómo ha cambiado su profesión durante la pandemia de COVID-19?
Bastante. El virus ha ocasionado que las bibliotecas cambien su forma de operar, ¿verdad? Entonces pasamos de trabajar en las bibliotecas físicas a trabajar desde casa, de ofrecer programas presenciales en persona, a hacerlo virtualmente. Y estos cambios no son necesariamente negativos o positivos. Yo creo que hay las dos cosas. El hecho de que las bibliotecas tuvieran que reinventarse para seguir ofreciendo sus servicios y ofrecer nuevas tecnologías es a mi modo de ver, positivo. Lo que no me parece positivo es que desafortunadamente hemos dejado atrás a sectores de la comunidad que no tienen los medios o el conocimiento para participar de estos cambios, de esta nueva manera, digamos, de operar. Sí. Yo prefiero trabajar en la biblioteca, personalmente.
So Maria, how can young people, maybe they're high school students or, younger who, are still in school, find volunteer opportunities to get started in librarianship?
Well, I would suggest to reach out to their local library and inquire about volunteer opportunities. Maybe some offer internships, that would be good too. They can also do their community service hours there. That would be another way too.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo pueden los jóvenes encontrar oportunidades voluntariados para empezar teniendo experiencia en su tipo de carrera?
Yo les sugeriría que se acercaran a la biblioteca de su área, la biblioteca que les quede más cerca, y pregunten acerca de oportunidades de voluntariado. También pueden hacer sus horas comunitarias de servicio comunitario en la biblioteca. Y no sé si hay algunas bibliotecas que ofrezcan pasantías, sería algo muy bueno también, si lograran algo así.
Maria, also, in speaking to young people, what are key skills that young people should think about acquiring that apply to all career fields?
Yeah, it's a difficult question for me to answer. And I don't know if the answer is what you're looking for, but what I see as not as a skill, but more as an attitude, perhaps, a vision, and it is respect. Respect for what you do. Take pride in what you do. Try to do it, and I say try. Try to do it the best way you can with what you have, with whatever resources you have. I would also add to that, and this is probably a learned skill, is to provide a good customer service. It may be that you don't deal with customers necessarily, but you're going to deal with colleagues, you're going to deal with superiors. So they might be your customers, in a certain way. So try to be good at that, at providing good customer service, to treat the other person the way you would like to be treated.
¿Cuáles habilidades crees que los jóvenes deben de adquirir para trabajar en cualquier carrera?
Sí, no sé si esta será la respuesta que estás esperando, porque no podría hablar de habilidades como tal que se puedan aplicar a cualquier tipo de trabajo. Hay que aprender habilidades y varían, dependen del trabajo que tú hagas, ¿verdad? Yo lo vería como algo un poco más amplio que incluye habilidades, y es ver lo que tú haces con respeto. añadiría también tratar de hacer lo que tú haces de la mejor manera con lo que tú tengas, ya sean recursos o habilidades. Y añadiría a eso también ofrecer un buen servicio al cliente. Y el cliente puede ser cualquier persona con la que tú interactúas. Puede ser tu colega, puede ser tu superior.
Okay, Maria. So do you have any resources or recommendations for people who want to pursue your career?
Yes, I would suggest to read about what librarianship is, what being a librarian entails. There are many associations, organizations that can provide information. American Library Association, Maryland Public Library Association, Public Library Association. They all have their websites. They all have their publications. You know, the people that are the students that are interested in follow this career may go to those places and get information. Also, to contact the universities that offer the program. In the area, the University of Maryland, Catholic University. Also to volunteer at a public library and talk to a librarian, you know. I'm sure that any librarian would be willing to sit with a student that is interested in following or in doing a master's in library science. Yes.
¿Qué recursos o recomendaciones tienes para las personas que quieren ser bibliotecarios?
Que se informen sobre lo que implica ser bibliotecario, sobre lo que implica la carrera. Hay varias organizaciones o asociaciones que les pueden dar información vía sus páginas web o sus publicaciones, como la Asociación Americana de Bibliotecas, la Asociación de Bibliotecas Públicas de Maryland, la Asociación de Bibliotecas Públicas. Ellos todos tienen sus páginas web y sus publicaciones. También que se acerquen a las universidades que ofrecen esos programas, ¿no? En el área está la Universidad de Maryland, la Universidad Católica, que hagan voluntariado en las bibliotecas públicas y entrevisten a las bibliotecarias. Yo sé que cualquiera de nosotros se sentaría con gusto a platicar con un muchacha que quiera seguir esta carrera.
Maria, do you have any other comments about the industry that people may want to know just entering librarianship?
I would say that many people have this romantic idea that all we do is just to read books and discuss them, you know, that sort of thing. Well, reading books is one part of what we do. Sometimes it's not the one that we do most often. So we do a lot of outreach and we create programs and many other things. And it's a job that it can be stressful as many other jobs, but unlike many other jobs, this job offers you many new experiences, I would say daily. And many of those experiences are very rewarding. So you may be helping somebody to acquire knowledge or skills that are going to help them improve their lives. And I don't think that too many jobs offer you that opportunity.
¿Qué comentarios tienes sobre la industria que una persona que acaba de entrar quisiera saber?
Bueno, primero que vamos a dejar a un lado esa idea un poco idealista de que todo lo que hacen las bibliotecarias es leer y discutir libros y pasársela muy bien leyendo. No. Pues sí, uno se la pasa bien leyendo, ¿para qué? Pero no es todo lo que hacemos, es solamente una parte. Hacemos muchísimas otras cosas. A veces el trabajo es un poco estresante, Pero a diferencia de otros trabajos, este trabajo te ofrece una experiencia nueva, yo diría que casi cada día. Y muchas de esas experiencias, son gratificantes. Tú puedes estar ayudándole a alguien a mejorar o adquirir conocimientos que le van a ayudar a mejorar su vida. Sí.
And last question, Maria, do you enjoy what you do now?
Well, since we started working by phases, I have to be honest and say that I enjoyed more the way we used to operate before. I like to be in contact with customers, interact with them, and do my programs. I miss that a lot. Yeah. It's not that I'm not enjoying what I do now, it's that I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, I like face-to-face interaction too. This is a little bit challenging.
Yeah. Yeah.
¿Disfrutas lo que haces ahora?
Disfrutaba más lo que hacía antes. Okay. Trabajar en la biblioteca, interactuar con los clientes, ofrecer programas, eso lo disfrutaba más de lo que hago ahora en que estamos operando de otra manera, ¿verdad? Remota, virtualmente, sí, debido al COVID.
So the last question is for me. What are some resources the library offers people who are new to the job market? Maybe you're changing careers, looking for new work due to the COVID-19 emergency. Well, you can visit us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at PGCMLS.info. You can go to our online library, visit our jobs and careers section, and there you will find Brainfuse and the Learning Express library. You can work on several different things there. You can complete a career assessment, search for jobs, create a resume, and get expert feedback, and receive interview tips and live coaching on Job Now. There's also resources designed to help veterans navigate the Department of Veterans Affairs. High school students, you can prepare for college or brush up on any job skills.
Hello, and this is a mini video that we're going to show you in order to access some of our job and career resources at the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. Este video es para enseñarte cómo usar y encontrar recursos para su carrera en las bibliotecas públicas del condado de Prince George's en su página de web. All right. So the library's website is pgcmls.info. La página de web de la biblioteca es pgcmls.info. And on this website, you'll see that we have online library. So we're going to come over here and click. Vamos a hacer un clic donde dice biblioteca en línea. And then we'll go to online resources. We'll scroll down and we'll find our online resources, but we want to see them as their category. So vamos a hacer clic donde dice category or categoría para ver dónde están los recursos. Okay. And now we're just going to look for jobs and careers under the category. Y ahora vamos a encontrar donde dice carreras. So here we have 3 job and careers resources. Aquí tenemos 3 recursos de carreras y trabajo. So we have Brainfuse Job Now, Brainfuse Vet Now, and Learning Express Library. For Brainfuse Job Now, they offer live resume experts to review and comment resumes. Brainfuse Job Now tiene ayuda de expertos que revisan y comentan sobre su currículum, resume templates, currículums ya preparados donde solo escribes tu información, resume creating software, un software que crea currículums, live interview and job coaches, acceso a entrenadores de trabajo y de entrevistas, unemployment assistance, ayuda con la forma de asistencia de desempleo, career assessments, exámenes de carreras para averiguar si sus habilidades y qué carrera te queda mejor, skill building videos and more. Videos de aprendizaje de habilidades para preparación de una carrera. Next, we have BrainFuse Vet Now. It's very similar to BrainFuse Job Now. However, Vet Now has Live Veteran Navigator, which connects veterans with an expert to learn more about eligible VA benefits and community resources. Vet Now es un recurso que tiene mucho común con Job Now. Sin embargo, tiene un navegador para veteranos en vivo donde conecta a los veteranos con expertos para aprender más si es elegible para beneficios de los Veterans Affairs y recursos comunitarios. The next resource is Learning Express Library, which has resources for career preparation and various exams, high school equivalency where you can get resources for the GED, the HiSET, and TASC test assessments, college admission test prep, which includes preparation for the ACT, SAT, PSAT, the AP, TOEFL, IBT, and YELTS, and college admission essay writing. It also has access to resources for adult core skills that build math and reading skills, as well as information on how to become a U.S. citizen. El próximo recurso se llama Learning Express Library, que tiene recursos de preparación para varios exámenes, como el GED, preparación de examen de admisión de la universidad, que tiene preparación de ACT, SAT, PSAT, AP, TOEFL, IBLT, and YELTS. También ayuda para escribir una composición para las universidades. También tiene recursos para adultos y sus habilidades en lectura y matemáticas. También tiene información sobre hacerse ciudadano estadounidense y información sobre el GED y cómo hacerse un ciudadano estadounidense en español. These are the resources that you have access to with your library card for free. Estos son los recursos donde tú tienes acceso con su tarjeta de la biblioteca y es gratis.